Being the oldest malting plant in Belgium means we make a lot of different kinds of malt, which is fantastic for making award-winning beers. However, sometimes brewers still have a hard time understanding how they are to be used. Don't worry, we've got you covered. In this series, we show you how to use each and every single one of all of our malts. So Special Belgium is one of those malts where, a lot of maltsters around the world try and make it, but unless it's actually made in Belgium, you're just not going to get the taste profile. So what is it? Special Belgium is a malt that has been first caramelized and then re-roasted. So you're looking at a really deep, complex flavor profile. Things like dark fruit, plums, burnt brown sugar, these characteristics which are absolutely essential to certain Belgian styles and can uplift any other style. I mean, I've even used small amounts of this in a pale ale, for example, to give it a really rich profile without really affecting the color. Yeah, it's that special. But let's go to the lab and see what's really potting with this malt we have here. Very few malts can claim the kind of reputation that is enjoyed by Special Belgium, which is more commonly known as Special B. Special because it is both caramelized and then roasted in a very unique process that gives flavors of plum, dark fruit, nuts, raisin and intense caramel.
Alors le malt Special B est une invention belge. C'est un malt premium de Belgique qui est en fait produit avec une double torréfaction et qui va justement amener des arômes caramélisés, même des notes cassonades, candy et aussi des notes de fruits telles que le raisin. Et donc c'est un très bon usage pour des maltes, pour des bières ambrées.
Belgian beers. Trappist style dubbel. In this beer style you don't have much of a choice, as it's either this malt, dark candy syrup, or both to get the right profile. If you're going with only the malt, don't exceed 5% of your grain bill. Bière de Garde. This is one of those malts that does very well when aged to reveal a completely new flavor profile. Use up to 10% for dark versions and approximately 1 to 3% for lighter variations. British beers. ESB. The dark fruit component of our malt pairs really well with the generally fruity yeasts that are used in British brewing. A little goes a long way, so use about 2% in the grist. Irish Red Ale. Although here brewers generally tend to use a roasted malt for color, with Special B you have the added bonus of making a more flavorful version that does not contain any bitterness usually associated with roasted malts. Use up to 8% in your beer. German beers. Märzen. This Oktoberfest classic does well with a Belgian twist, as the bready notes of the Munich malt readily blend very well with the fruit and nut character of the malt. Use 1 to 4% in the recipe. American beers. Kentucky Common. A really good way to recreate this historical beer. Use the normal pale malt and corn grits, but use only Special B for color. Up to around 10% should do the trick. American Pale Ale. Special B in a pale beer? Absolutely. Just a tiny amount to create a bit of complexity in the malt profile in the region of 0.2 to 1%.